All right, everybody. So today I decided to talk to you about Burzum, my favorite black metal band, incredible band, and also not only black metal but ambient, which is two different worlds, but it's a universe. When you know Burzum, it makes total sense that he went from metal to ambient, and everything has been said about and written about this band, about Valkyrie, so I'm not gonna add to it. I just love this band. I love the work of Valkyrie, the creativity this man has, and I'm just praying that he keeps, creating and um, causing all of those albums. So what I decided to do today is to share with you my favorite albums from the least favorite to the best masterpiece. You will see that my ranking is not very orthodox, given I mean, maybe at the end, the top three, okay, it's pretty much everybody has the same. But in terms of, what I put at the bottom, yeah, there will be some surprises. Um, so the one that's last on the list is Umskiptar. I don't have this album, the physical copy of the album, but I will. It's mixing of metal and more ambient structures, very ritualistic sound. Um, yeah, good songs on it, including Gulader, and it's a really sad and mystic song, so I like this album. Next one is Fallen in here. So, Fallen is a great album, metal album, very catchy metal, I would say. Six songs though, so that's why I don't include. I mean, I wanted more. I wanted more songs on that one, more length. So that's why it's at the bottom. Next one is this one, Chris Klaft. I'm gonna botch everything that's German, everything that's Norwegian, and everything that's Icelandic, because that's Icelandic um, wording in here. Um, Look, this is ambient album, very sad, very nocturnal, mysterious, ambient. It's fully instrumental, so no voice, no singing on that one. And the sound of the keyboard is very crystalline, very watery. Yeah, great album, but not the best entry for ambient, I would say, but great album. All right, the next one is Dodi Balls. I love this album. Okay, this is an album he made in prison. I mean, man, you put the man in prison, he, he still makes music. That's incredible. Yeah, it's a great album. Um, this one is particular because it's dungeon synth kind of music. It's very rigid programs of music, very simplistic. It for someone who is not familiar with ambient and dungeon synth, it would have people cringe really, but it has some charm, I would say. Um, it has a very Nintendo Entertaining System sound. Um, yeah, and the first song, Dodi Bals, is actually it's actually been covered. I like that with Burzum. Is like he's covering or he's reworking his some of his songs from ambient to ambient or ambient to metal or metal to ambient or metal to metal, and it's just crazy. And the first song is actually um, it's actually on Belus on that album, but here this time in with a guitar, you know. So I love it. I love this album. Great work. Next one, Julian Mysteries. This one is always at the bottom of all rankings. Guess what? I like it. It's, I mean, it's the return of Varg with the ambient work. It's the last album he made. Um, Again, it probably was is not the best to enter into the ambient work of Burzum, and the reason for that, it's a little bit of a patchwork. So it's a gathering, a collection of all of his work that he has not released. So it's not really an album per se. So it lacks the unity, but there's some incredible gems here, like Gathering of Herbs, um, The Sacred Well. The first song sound like a little bit like a Dune, Brian Eno a song, um, Skin Traveler. So this song is actually again a cover from I think it's from um that's yeah from Dead Summing of War from this one. And guess what? It's even better on that one, the cover. So if you don't know, go listen for that. Skin Traveler is an amazing song. Um, okay, next album, Solo Stan Manifestan. Pure ambient. This one less shamanic than Chilean Mysteries. Great ambient stuff though. I mean, you can. One of the albums that I could go to sleep with. Really takes you there. It's very atmospheric. Okay, next one, The Ways of Yore. I love this album. Um, yeah, you can see it. This is an album to play board games. Battle mode, Dungeons and Dragon board game. My Farog. It's a really kick-ass ambient album. And the closing of the album with the three songs, Autumn Leaves, Emptiness, and To Hell and Back, is just great. And Emptiness, again, it's a cover of his own work from Tom Height, which is here. And guess what? Emptiness is even better here. Less creepy, and really, I would say deeper. Okay, so it's perfect. It's like Varg is perfecting his craft, you know. Okay, that's some Angangwa classic album, second album. So alright, so we're here into pure metal. It's malefic, it's ominous. What else to say? And it's fantasy as well. This is the way he structures his song is very different from people in metal. The way he plays guitar as well is incredible. Um, my favorite from this one is Some Mikrokosmos Ten. There's a break, a metal, like a break in the song. Oh my goodness, it's so metal. Okay, next one. All right, this next one I'm gonna shock because people don't like this album, but I love it. From the Depth of Darkness. So Varg is covering here his first two albums, and he's just redoing his songs with a better production. So the passion he had when he was young, in his screams, it's just disappeared here. It's more of an old Celtic druid singing, but it works. It's actually really good. I love it. And really great songs covered. Okay, next one, Burzum, first album, just a classic. Ia, Lord of the Death, Spell of Destruction, um, My Journey to the Stars. Oh my goodness. A Lost, Forgotten, Sad Spirit. So these are classic Burzum song. Um, Great album. Lo-fi. I would not get into Burzum with that album though, because that's his first album, and the screaming would, if you're not familiar with that, even if you're familiar with black metal, that one is, it's a little bit unperfect, but it's so passionate. I love it. Okay, next one. Bellas. For me, it's a great album, always underrated. It's so hypnotic, so mesmerizing, very repetitive, but it's like the album cover. It's like you're in a deep, dark Norwegian forest. I love the guitar work. Oh, incredible. This is not an album, but anyway, it's in the ranking. I'm putting it here. that is black metal, just the essence of black metal. It's a great way to, if you're into black metal, get into that. Three songs, um, and classic historic album cover. Look at that. You know, if you don't have Photoshop, this is what you do. You just burn, for to make the album cover. What you do is you burn the church and take a picture. All right, next one. Evisli Setaros, probably one of Burzum's best album. I love the unique guitar style here. It's very repetitive. So this is where the style of Burzum playing guitar in a, like Bach has his way of playing guitar with all of the chords. Uh, this is where he invented really atmospheric black metal. It's very hypnotic, super meditative, and it's heavy. I love it. Next one, final one, my top one. I have two copies of it. Philosophem, perfect, classic, masterpiece of black metal. I recommend it to everybody. If you don't listen to Jesus Tod 5 times a day, what's wrong with you? So it's lo-fi. It is atmospheric. It is mesmerizing. It is hypnotic. It is meditative. It's existential. Dunkelheit. Life has new meaning with that one. And it's very profound. And of course, you have a 25-minute ambient music, which is my favorite. And I like playing Burzum to people um, who don't know anything about metal, but I play the ambient part, and they always get hooked um, by him. Kids, um, people who don't like metal, and I like to play with it. Yeah, so that was my, top albums from Burzum. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's talk soon.